Greetings, people of Earth. My name is the DALEK YouTube Supreme and welcome to Universe Sandbox. Now this is a game about space. And not just about space, it's about how... It's about learning stuff and customizing stuff that lives around space, and I love space. I'm sort of like Markiplier's obsession for space. Frankly, I love space, and well, today's video is sort of like a educational video, just for you space lovers out there. Which is why we're going to have a look at some of this stuff, so you can learn about stuff in space. Ah, there it is. How many planets can you cram into the habitable zone of a star and still have the stable systems? Astronomer Sheen Raymond has been exploring this question on his blog. He found that you can fit 8 rings of 52 planets, each into the habitable zone of the Sun. If each planet is just half the mass of the Earth, that's 416 planets in the habitable zone. See, yeah, because if there were 416 planets in this zone here, then yeah, it would be half the mass of the Earth. On the orbits are completely stable. Yeah. See, yeah, they're completely stable. They don't move. The trick is to alternate between the prograde and the retrograde orbits. In other words, each ring of planet's orbits the Sun in the opposite direction as its adjacent rings. However, just because it's stable configuration for a planetary system doesn't mean that it's likely to exist. Yeah, indeed, because yeah, it's unclear whether it would be even possible for a system like this, formed naturally. That is why Sean Raymond calls this his ultimate engineering system. Oh, and you can learn more about it in a web. You can find more about the science behind this system. I mean, I am a Dalek, but I also love space and that. So that stuff about it being stable, that's like so interesting to me. This is so interesting. Yeah, and these planets are going at incredible speed. They're like because if you've seen like Professor Brian Cox or Professor Stephen Hawking, his ideas about space are unimaginable, because most planets go like really fast around the sun. Let me just look at some more stuff to do with planets. Let me see. Oh, there's a scale tour. Excellent. That'll do nicely. Come on. Wait, what's this? Seriously, wow. Oh my god. It's so imaginable. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Look at this. This is why space is amazing, because what's this? Oh my goodness. 2 galaxies. I know what they're going to do. They're going to join together and explode. Wow. See, I think I am looking at what is going to happen to our universe in, say, billions of years, because I think, say, like thousands of years, the Andromeda galaxy, I think it's gonna collide, because you know that tiny line that is like near the Milky Way galaxy. Well, I think that Andromeda galaxy is gonna like combine with my galaxy, or Scaro's galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, and then it's gonna form together to create one giant super galaxy. Wow. So yeah, it's gonna like form one like super galaxy, like they're probably gonna call it something else. They're probably gonna call it the Milky Andromeda Galaxy. That sounds like a good name. But yes, this is art. Wow. Wow. So immaculate. Wow. Wow. I cannot imagine what a brilliant universe we live in. And I'm not just talking about Scarro's universe, but this universe is just amazing. I love it. What's this? A comet. Oh my god, this is a comet. Ah, yes, comets. Now, comets, they are usually filled up with ice and dust. And they can move at incredible speeds. And what's that? Oh my god! 7.35 E plus. Oh no, wait. 580 kilometers. My goodness, that's like light years. Wow. Oh, wow. This is a game that you can just sit back and watch the magic happen. Wow. Seriously, wow. I may break it up into a couple of parts so I can educate you guys about space. Wow. I think this has something to do with gravity. Okay. Wow, what is this? It may seem hard to believe, but it's true. If you lined up all of the planets in the solar system, end to end, they would fit nicely between the Earth and the Moon. There's a catch. The Moon's orbit is an eclipse, which means its distance to each distance to the Earth's varieties. The planets won't fit in the Moon. If the Moon is at its pericenter, the distance at which... Oh, I see. So a pericenter is the distance at which it is closest in its orbit to the Earth, or even when it is at the average Moon distance. Wow. The distance shows from the Moon's surface to the Earth's surface. Really? So, wait a minute. You say from the distance of the Moon so yeah, it is. Let me just see where's the Moon. Oh my goodness. No, wait, no. That's big. Let me just see. Where's the moon? Oh my goodness. The moon is over there. Oh my goodness. From the surface to the moon to the surface of the earth. Is about 300. No, 39,000. No, 393,000 kilometers. This is slightly less than the distance of the moon. It's at its point of orbit, at which it is at its apocenter. Oh, I see. The center in its orbit at which it is furthest from the Earth. Really? So what it's trying to do here with all the planets, it's basically showing how far the moon is to the Earth. Wow. Still, there's a bit of wiggle room, as there is a gap about 1,600 kilometers between each planet. My goodness! And if the distance from the moon to the Earth is, my goodness, to the moon to the Earth is 393,000 kilometers. My God, that is no. Yeah, I wonder what it'll be like in 5 billion years, because the moon keeps moving and moving away every single year. We often imagine it as very close to us and a relative immensity of space. It clearly is, but here we can see that the distance is very impressive. The sights of the objects in space are often hard to grasp, but it's even more incomprehensible in the vast expanse of emptiness that lies within. There's actually another factor to consider here. The planets will fit at the average distance if you rotate them. Okay. They will. The diameter is a bit less if you measure through their poles. The measurements reflect the diameter, and the planets are shown as spherical. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I read that wrong. So, if you rotate them, this a bit. I don't know how I'm gonna rotate them, but it doesn't matter. This is because the planets are not perfectly spherical. Instead of their... No, wait. The diameter is a bit less. bit less if you measure there. Measure through their poles instead of their equators. In Universe Sandbox 2, measurements reflect the average diameter and the planet shown as spherical. So yeah, so this game shows that these planets are sphere shaped. Really? Wow, that is just marvelous. Wow. Seriously, just wow. I cannot believe how awesome this is. Wow. What is this? Oh, what is this? Chariclo and its rings. Chariclo is the largest known centaur. Centaur? Yeah, that says centaur. A class of objects orbiting near the outer planets that have characteristics of both asteroids and comets. In June 2013, it passed in front of a bright star, an event known as the oscillate. Known as the oculate. These are new words to me. Occultation. Occultation, whatever it says. To everyone's surprise, there was evidence for not just one, but two rings orbiting Chariclo. This is only non-planet objects in our solar system to have rings. This object is fascinating in right. Not in our own right, in its own right. This object is fascinating in its own right, and the discovery of its rings is a great example of clever methods used to learn more about our universe. Wow. That is so marvelous. There's so much in space that I don't even know yet. Oh my goodness. There's so much in space that I don't already know yet, but this is so new to me. Ah, what is this? I see. Wait, what is it? At 2,500 degrees C, the Earth is higher than the melting point of most elements. heat the Earth to this temperature, and it will melt completely and slowly begin to cool as it heats, is lost into space. Whoa. Whoa. That is cool. That's just absolutely amazing. What is this binary Earth? In this simulation, two Earths orbit each other at a distance of half their radius. The side of each Earth that is closest to experiences as a larger gravitational attraction. Yeah, because both Earths have strong gravity, so they collide with each other. Because the Earths are so close to each other, the difference between the forces is large. Ah, yes, because both Earths are very strong in gravitational pull, so they collide with each other. And each Earth stretches towards the other due to this tidal force. Each Earth is heated by the tidal forces, and one is eventually ripped apart. Well, here it says that two of them have been exploded. Its fragments continuing to orbit and collide with the other Earth. Wow, that is just marvelous. Wow. There is so much beauty in space. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, like and subscribe to join the DALEK Nation. And if you want to see more of my education, and if you want to see more of me teaching you all about space, like, subscribe, comment down below, do whatever. And also click the notifications as well, or you will be exterminated. See you in the next video. Goodbye.